Thank you for waiting patiently. We're coming on back. For the second half, we're trying a 2 and 2 hour split instead of 4 1 hours. Partly because we are on a roll. I did not want to break that up, and partly because I don't know. It's some people do it some way, and some people do the other way. We'll see how it feels. So,
I do it every way.
Yo-ho.
We do it every 1 hour, every 2 hours, every 1 hour and 15 minutes.
So,
every 2.5 hours. Once every hour 45. Whatever works. So you guys are, let's say it's the next day, and you guys are trying to plant some crops. Winter Goddess is inside taking care of Uncle Fish. You see that she's just like wrapping him up in warm clothing, and she's going to take him to the doctor. She's like put a veil around him that she says will protect him from the cold. And she's
I mean, I'll
gonna
believe her.
come back to town. Well, you guys are. Is there a choice to not believe her? Okay.
I mean, maybe.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did we even directly ask her to take Uncle Bish to see Dr. Donna, or did she just hear that Ashlyn needed that and she just did it of her own accord?
She said that she could do the doctoring herself, but I think she decided not to use her divine magic in this case.
Interesting.
For one reason or another.
Perhaps learning what friendship is.
Perhaps. Sometimes divine magic isn't the best way for friendship.
I watched that movie.
So yeah, you guys are.
So yeah, we're gonna
plant some stuff.
We're gonna plant some stuff. Is there a separate skill for plowing, or is that all wrapped up in farming?
So here's where it gets weird. I think farming, like Burning Wheel has these two things, right? Like there's the intellectual part, and then there's the doing part. I'm pretty sure the doing part is all Staros.
Oh, really?
But knowing what to do is a skill. So, in order to know what you're supposed to do to farm, you need a farming skill.
Okay, well, I have the farming skill now.
So, like, you could dig a ditch, but it wouldn't necessarily be the right kind of ditch or whatever, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
So, yeah, you would need to roll your farming skill and then fork things in or help that.
Okay, and so so I guess I would get one die from Esteban helping.
Yeah, he's helping with his horses or ride.
Unless you got 5 in ride. Which I don't think you do.
I don't have a 5 in ride. I have a 2.
Well, that's enough to help, though. And then I want to fork in farming wise, grain wise.
Yeah.
That might be everything, actually. Because I don't think this is adventurous.
If you fail,
Mhm.
the farm is going to need more preparation before you can plant.
Okay.
Let me just find farming really quick here. Okay. What are you planting?
Spinach.
Awesome.
That's what we
Spinach
determined
is
last time.
Cool.
Okay. It seems like obs.
2? Okay. What?
Obs too.
I rolled the correct number of dice this time because I changed my wound, so it's only 1. But I got a 6, and I've got 1 fate
You
left.
rolled
Let's do it.
inconspicuous.
Oh,
Is this my... Wait, how did... Okay, I swear I clicked on farming. It's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
But I'm
You
gonna...
are legally farming.
I am going
No one
to...
noticed you farming.
I'm gonna spend my fate to reroll that 6. Success.
Okay.
Okay, I did it. But yeah, my farming is a 2 and my inconspicuous is a 2. I swear I clicked on farming though. This...
hmm
Whatever.
exactly.
It's fine.
All right. So you didn't have any problems this season. You got your farm field planted. It's nice orange rows, and God is willing, it will be a good rain, and all the harvest will be good. The only thing you need to do now is get the singer to sing to your plants.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep. Also, I think it takes like a week to do this farming.
Yeah, probably.
That's exactly what I was looking up. So,
Um, I know that I was flipping through it earlier, and I know farming, like peasant skills, take a long ass time.
hmm
So,
Yeah.
but I do want to go and talk to the singer, but I think I want to take Esteban with me.
Okay.
Well, actually, maybe we'll just roleplay this out. After we finish like a long week long of planting and plowing and everything, we're like sitting there with our lemonades on the porch, and she's like, "Well, I guess the last step is just to talk to the town singer. You want to come with me when I go talk to her, Esteban?"
I would love to.
Oh, fantastic. Let's go see if we can find her.
I sure hope we can.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I know about the sitch with the town singer?
How do you
Like,
mean?
has she been hard to find or evasive lately, or?
So usually she doesn't do any singing in the winter.
Exactly.
She's
But
the
it's
new town singer.
spring.
hmm Has anyone
It's
been able to
spring
get the
now.
town singer?
So you haven't seen her for a while, but you assume that once the plants start growing,
Right. But
I don't know.
we're late with planting right now, and we still haven't heard
That's true. You're late.
hide or hair of her singing
Yeah,
to
you still
plants.
haven't heard the singing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That is slightly suspicious, and probably part of the reason why I want to come along.
For sure.
If people can normally hear the singing.
Because it's like a whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think does Ashley know that about being able to hear the singing? Like, because I mean, yes, because I guess we were listening to her sing to the whales all last year. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So she's like, I haven't heard her sing to any of the farms, and I know it's my duty as a prophet of the harvest goddess to make sure that the town singer sings to the fields. That's an important it's an important part of of the traditions and honoring the harvest goddess. So let's go find her.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, yeah, those are all very true things.
Okay.
So let's go find her.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it'd be a circles roll.
Okay. That makes sense.
Well, would it be because you already know? No, you even after you find somebody, you still roll circles.
Yeah, you still roll
Right.
circles, but if you know them, then you get a bonus. But I don't think I really counts for a bonus in this particular case.
Not really.
But I do have a 1 die affiliation with the town, so that will apply. And I have a call on for circles
Right,
as
yeah.
my familiar face trait. So
Okay. I think it's gonna be Ob's one. She's easy to find.
okay, let's do it. Yay! That's good. I
Oh,
did it.
nice. Oh, look at those sixes.
That's a lot of 6s. I
So
mean,
you
I don't
find her-
really see that I need to spend fate here, so I'm not going to. Also, I'm out of fate, so never mind. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
So you find her. She's actually at the library. So you find her. She's reclining on this big beanbag pillow,
Mm-hmm.
and she's wearing like this silk dress that's all bunched up around her waist, and she's like, you know how you curl up with a good book?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she's doing. So the towner, she's Adi, and she's the sister of Anahita, the librarian. She's got dark tan skin and really black hair, and sharp pointed features. And she's just sitting here reading a book in the library.
Awesome. What is her name again?
Adi, A-D-I.
Adi. Okay. Adi, hello. I don't know if you remember me. My name's Ashlyn, and I have the farm just on the other side of the river. It used to be Bish's farm, and he's my uncle. And well, I know you're the town singer, and I just finished my planning, and I was hoping you could come and sing for my crops.
Shadi says, "Oh, Ashlyn, yes, I remember you. You were, you said you were blessed by the harvest goddess. Yes, I remember."
I am, which is why I know that we need to sing for the crops, and I haven't heard you singing at all since first melt.
Yes, it's been hard for me. I want you to roll your persuade check.
Okadoke. So, are you helping me in any way, Esteban? You're here with me.
Mm-hmm.
But are you just kind of like chilling in the background, or?
I think I'm like wanting to help you like get the town singer back
Okay.
to her ways.
May I fork
Alright, so,
farm-wise here?
sure.
I think adventure-wise is probably pushing it, but grain-wise would fit.
Yeah.
Would farming itself help here?
No.
Okay. I'm not trying to seduce her. Not cooking. Yeah, I just got those two. Then one from you, so 3. And what's my ob? It's her.
So if you succeed, she'll sing for your crops. If you fail, she has other obligations either way, but the other obligations she's going to prefer over singing for your crops. And
Gotcha.
her will is 3.
Her
so
will's
that's
3.
allowed.
Okay. No, I have 6 and I can't re-roll it because I'm out of fate.
No.
Do you have any more call-ons?
Oh wait, no, I do. No, dang it, no. My only call-in is for circles. I already used the other one.
Okay.
Dang it.
So Adi gets up, and you can see she's actually heavily pregnant.
Mmm.
She says, like holds her belly, and she says, "Well, Ashlyn, I'd really like to go around singing everyone's crops, but it's hard for me to get around right now."
Oh.
And I actually it's actually really hard to sing when you're pregnant. It turns out I can't really. She tries to like breathe in, but
I
then
had
it's
no
like
idea.
doesn't. I don't actually know if this is true. Sorry, pregnant ladies.
I have heard though that it's way easier to breathe. Like you have the sensation of like finally being able to breathe after you give birth to your baby because
Yeah,
it's
like
just
I don't see how you could be able to get those deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem it seems
so
counterintuitive.
that
It's like
seems to make
trying
perfect sense to
sing-
me.
It's like trying to sing when you're swimming. Like
It's plausible. It's
all
plausible.
the pressure.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's plausible. It's also plausible she just doesn't want to go out in the cold.
Sure.
So Esteban's going to make like this desperate attempt and be like, "Well, I could take you around. I could strap something to the back of my horse, and you wouldn't have to move, and the blah 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 blah." But clearly, we failed the test. So my feudal helping is not enough, and I'm like, it's going to be like pulling her around with a horse is going to be really jostling and just like uncomfortable and.
I think that was enough to change the situation, though. Like if you're saying, here, I have a way for you to get around without walking. So yeah, you could
But-
try and make this pure persuade check, though. I mean, that changes the situation, right? If you're actually going to provide transportation for her, like you can't just give her a horse. You'd have to actually help her around town.
But what I'm thinking is, it's all well and good to like pull her around on horseback or like put her in like a chair in like a wagon or something, find out a way to make that work. But the ride is still probably not going to be very smooth. And
Nope.
she's still pregnant and having a hard time like taking singing breaths.
I mean, maybe you
Yeah.
can say that you're going to, sing with her as well as take her
Ooh.
places.
I like that. Yeah.
You want to sing alongside her?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
she's
I
having trouble taking in those big singing breaths, but, he doesn't know the songs. So
Mm-hmm.
if they work
So
together.
maybe we can sing together, and I can like sing the lower parts of the harmony, and she can just kind of flavor it, like here and there with her higher notes.
Yeah, there's probably there's probably like a baseline part of the song, right? That's
Mhm.
constant, and there's like more delicate parts that come in and out and change differently. And you
Mhm.
can sing the long constant parts, and she can sing the short technical
Mhm.
parts,
Mhm.
Exactly.
and it'll all work out. Yeah, make your persuasion check. I think this is enough to change the situation.
I think so too. I'm convinced.
I don't think that Ashlyn can help here, though. I think it's all on you.
I agree. So I'm gonna bring up my musical prowess, and in doing so, I'm gonna fork sing. I finally got the flute skill.
You can't
Okay.
sing and play the flute at the same time, but I guess you could volunteer to do one or the other.
I think it like maybe it could make me seem like um musically diverse and like proficient in different ways. So I'm not just like a one trick pony.
Mm.
No pun intended. Um I've actually got a ton of forks.
Let's just say you play the flute a little bit.
Hmm.
I feel like when you use a skill that's not a wise, you actually have to do the thing.
Not
So if you
necessarily, but
not necessarily, but it's pretty close.
Hmm. So maybe instead of actually forking in flute, I could fork in flute wise because I also have that. So I could just talk.
Fucking flute.
Yep. Okay, I'm good. In that case, I'm also going to fork in sing wise.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Um, this is persuasion, so I can't fork that into itself. That makes literally no sense. Yeah. So those are my modifiers. I'm not going to spend any Artha. What's my op?
It's for will, which is 3.
Okay.
You did it. So Adi
The
says
sneezes of celebration.
you're sneezing to the flowers.
That's what I
Adi
want to hear
says,
anytime I succeed at something. I just want to hear your microphone get knocked and then for you to sneeze twice and then I'll know I'll like feel good in my heart.
it was actually me dropping my phone. So classy,
Perfect.
double classy.
I love it.
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, T says, well, if you can help me get around, I'd be more than happy to sing and teach you the words. You could help sing.
Oh, that would be so fantastic. I'm so happy to hear it.
Yes, I agree. Um,
I'm really happy.
I've
to
never
keep doing
had a
it.
teacher before.
I've been
That'll
singing
be nice.
for 25 years. She's like holding her stomach. Actually, 25 is a little bit long. I've been singing for 20 years for this town.
Hmm.
She's like holding her belly bump. She says,
Hmm.
well, I think it's finally time for me to settle down.
Hmm. And then like I'm trying to estimate how long I've been singing and then I'm just like I've been alive 20 years. So, and I'm just like I have a proficiency
You've
of being
probably heard her
alive.
sing
Yeah.
like every year.
Hmm.
Yeah,
For as long as I've been alive. Yeah.
yeah.
But this sounds great. I have two teachers teaching me two different things now. I've got Ned on house building, and I've got you on singing. This is fun.
Oh, this is so
Singing's
great.
good.
Well, let's go.
Hmm.
Yes. Do you have your horses with you, Esteban?
I think we took one on the way here.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think I can really like. I think I
Just gonna
almost
load
like
them up.
can reliably always have one horse with me. I don't think I can take two because I don't think I have like a buggy to strap
Hmm.
two horses to.
Well, the question, I mean, it's really interesting that you still tie up your horses and everything.
Hmm.
Like you're not a magical horse whisperer. You literally have to work with your animals.
Hmm.
So yeah, probably just one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you load Adi onto your horse.
Hmm.
So this is actually where she lives. She lives like in a building connected to the library. So she goes and she gets earmuffs and she gets some some heavier, clothing to keep her warm. And she climbs up onto the horse
Mhm.
and lets you bring her to the farm.
Excellent.
So, do you want to try to sing to the farm, or do you want her to sing first?
Before that, I'm going to let Daug out of the room.
That's
I'll be right back.
probably a good idea because dog is barky.
Dog
So-
wants to sing.
Yeah, the dog wants to sing, exactly. So, I feel like she probably would sing first. Oh, well, I mean, I think mechanically, like he would roll like a assist to her, like a link test.
No, because they're not separated in time and place. So it's just help dice.
Okay. Well, if it's just help dice, then I guess they're at the same singing at the same time.
Yeah. The real question I have is, he's Esteban. Does he do something crazy?
I cannot answer that for him. No.
That's why I have to ask who sings. Also, it prompts me to do something crazy.
Well, yep. That's one way to do it.
Does he have his headphones on?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you sing or do you let her sing?
Oh, I sing.
Mm-hmm. All right, she's gonna help you then. You get 3 helping dice.
That's a lot of helping dice.
That's weird.
Yeah, she's
Like
really
that.
good singing.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good singing.
That's crazy. I'm going to. So you can't flute to plants, right?
No, you gotta sing. Oh, you
try.
can? Oh, okay.
Okay. I was thinking this was maybe part of the magic rules that plants can only be sung to and plants can't be fluted to, and thus I couldn't fork in flute and do it like a flute solo at one part because that just wouldn't add or subtract to anything. It would just be great. Now you're playing the flute. Flutes are lovely, but they don't.
It probably has different effects. But she's singing along with you. That's why she's helping, right?
Exactly.
So there's still some of that magic singing going on.
Mm-hmm.
What your role is? You are the lead singer.
Yeah.
But you're not contributing the spiritual.
Yeah. I think so too. I'm going to fork and sing wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me see if I can fork into anything interesting.
More interesting.
Mm-hmm. See, I have an idea.
Well, you know what? Actually, I think while we're walking over there, I think Ashlyn is going to say a little prayer to the harvest goddess to get you some bonus here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What are my choices for?
And see, I'm thinking of working in bad weather-wise to ward away the bad weather.
That's a good one.
I mean, it is bad weather. It's still fairly cold.
Mm-hmm.
think it's going to freeze anymore? Like, there's no danger of frost? It's still fairly cold.
I think so too. I agree with all of the above.
At least the people used to mild climates. Chicago represent. We ain't afraid of nothing.
All right, so yeah, I think this is a prayer for aid.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
is
that up too?
that's up
Around
4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's up 4.
And it gives 2 dice.
It will give +1 die if I meet the ob, and every success past that will give an additional +1 die up to a total of +3 dice.
Nice.
So,
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
I might fail because, I only have 5 dice, but they're all open-ended, so Harvest Goddess, please hear my prayer. We need to bring song back to the valley and make sure that the fields hear the song of praise. No.
No.
That's bad.
Okay.
And shoot, you're out of fate. Darn.
It doesn't matter. There's not even a 6 there. Oh no,
But
it doesn't
you
matter
could-
because it's already open ended, so I could reroll a traitor. But it doesn't matter because I don't have any fate. I'm all completely out of Artha, just totally. I have burned through all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Artha ebbs and flows, so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your dice pool figured out, Adam?
Yes, I have 5 modifiers, and I was waiting for that to see if
Yeah.
that.
It requires
Succeeded from that.
expertise, so you're going to be abs 5.
Okay, great. Come on. Bang.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice. You do have 2 6s in there as well if you wanna.
Mm-hmm.
You made it, though, and Artha sometimes runs out. As you
true.
discovered.
Yeah, you don't want to run out of all your faith. Just
I have a lot of fate. I think I still have 8 left or something ridiculous like that.
that is pretty ridiculous. Nice.
Interesting.
7.
7.
Roll it again. Oh,
Oh, I already had
Did
it
you
explode. So the 6. Roll the 1.
Yeah, so your fluting like perfectly complements Adi's singing. You can see the plants begin to grow, just like while you're watching them. It's not like watching grass grow either. It's like it's just trying to unfold, and the little leaves are kind of shaking.
Mhm.
The sunlight, you see like water evaporating off of them.
I
They
think
get it like
like
a rich green color like right away.
I think like maybe even like seeing like it starting to have a slight effect like encourages me to like go all out with the belting like even more. So I am just like into it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah, I think everyone
belt it
can
out.
hear you singing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you've done it. You've sung to the plants, and the plants will now grow.
Yay.
Yay.
You feel like this sense of accomplishment in finding your place in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the normal feeling for you?
We've been getting closer to this feeling as we've been playing this game. Like getting the house from Ishmael is a big accomplishment. Holding a party at it's a big accomplishment. But I think like this is pretty easily the biggest of them all because now there are things that aren't just given to me. This is some like I'm singing with the town singer that I've known my entire life that does this crazy magical stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm on the moon and I'm like having a really good time singing as well.
You're higher than you get when you smoke opium.
Exactly. Boy, next episode we're going to have some weird instincts. Like I'm swapping out 2 of them for different things.
Great.
Hmm.
So after you finish singing on Ashland's farm, Eddie's like, well, there's a lot of farms I haven't got to. Would you be willing to guide me along to each of them?
Oh,
I thought
that's
that
a
was part of the
fantastic
bargain.
idea. Of course.
Yeah. And I like push the responsibilities that might be at home, like that I maybe should be spending more time on, to the back of my mind, and we're going to go around and
Singing
sing to the plants.
montage.
Mm-hmm. Because like now she.
So let's do 3 of them. Just give me this. Give me the same roll.
Okay.
We'll do three of these farms.
Okay. Let me find my stats and skills again. And mark my test, my routine test. Great. Excellent. No Eartha. Obstacle 5. I have the
Okay.
6.
Yeah, so this is going to be Autumn's farm. Autumn doesn't live there.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. I mean, you gotta impress.
That's another 7.
You gotta impress your girl.
I mean, you sing really well, but her parents come out and say, "Oh, that's wonderful, but Autumn's not here anymore." And how do you take that?
Yeah, after I'm done singing, I get into a conversation with them and I ask where she went, just out of curiosity.
Said, well, she went with your parents to Big Brook.
Interesting.
Yeah, they said that
What do I know about Baybrook?
they needed a pharmacy there. Big Brook is a very large city
Mhm.
on the sea. It's got a big port. It's probably like the next city up north of where Ashland came from.
Oh, cool.
And
Do I know?
they're very like famous for their vineyards.
Do I know it to be like a particularly clean city or a particularly dirty city? Like, is it grimy or is it like upscale and fancy? Like, since it has vineyards, I'm guessing it's pretty
So the city
economically
itself
bougie.
is not necessarily grimy, but there's a lot of crime. There's
Oh,
like a thieves guild there and everything.
cool.
But outside of town,
I mean, if
where
there's
all
a
the
thieves
estates are,
guild,
people
that's
live
like really
there. It's
upstanding, right?
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like Waterdeep basically.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Gotta find those red sashes, those harpers.
the city is not clean, but it's in a beautiful part of the country.
Hmm. Gotcha.
But only the very rich can afford estates there,
Okay,
and
so
most of them
as I'm
have
in
like
the
many servants doing the work for them.
cool. So as I'm in this conversation, I'm like, wow, okay. I hope she's staying safe up there in Baybrook. And like maybe they're expecting me to be like, where is Ashlyn? Or no, not Ashlyn. Autumn, like Stella style. But that's not what they get. They get I hope she's doing well for herself up there. I know she worked really hard to be a pharmacist or an apothecary. I can't remember which word we settled on using, but If she found a good job up there, then I'm completely happy for her. And like, I bet they don't expect that answer at all out of me. Like maybe they almost
They're
expect
not,
I
no.
found like a different girlfriend or
But
something
yeah,
like that.
they're happy that you're doing well.
I mean, didn't you?
Was
I
it a
forgot where the
drone
camera
call?
was for a second. This doesn't look good. This is actually what I meant to.
You meant to avoid. You want to get more intense?
No, I'm good with that level of intensity.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right, so why don't you roll your sing score for the next farm?
Cool. What farm are we at now?
I don't think. I think that's the Jameson's farm.
Hmm. Excellent. What do they grow over there?
Mushrooms,
Ooh.
explosive mushrooms.
Oh boy. Is this a bad thing, or like, is this like maybe something I shouldn't be doing, or is this like, no, the Jamesons need their explosive mushrooms?
They need their explosive mushrooms.
Okay.
Everyone in town needs Jameson explosives. They're not explosive until they're mixed with slime.
Mhm.
Until you mix the mushroom with the slime gel, they don't actually explode.
Yeah. Excellent. I have a bad feeling about this, so I'm going to spend my last persona on this one.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, your bad feeling
Wow.
is correct. Yeah. So you sing. Doesn't go so well. But
Adam should have loved the explosive mushrooms more. Then I should have felt more wholesome about them.
Yeah.
Then I would have rolled better.
So Adi said, "Don't worry. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll sing again."
Hmm.
You can tell that the plants didn't respond the way they should, but we have time.
Yeah, maybe my throat's
Let's
starting to
go
get
on to
like
the third
sore
one.
at this point,
So
because this
this
is a lot
is
of singing.
the vineyard that you're. Yeah.
Hmm.
So the third one turns out to be on this route turns out to be your family vineyard,
Hmm.
and you see your family house has been completely leveled now, and they're
Hmm.
starting to put up the frame for the hotel. It's already like 3 stories tall,
Wow.
but it's surrounded by the vineyard, and the vineyard still needs to be sung to.
We're going to sing to the grapes.
Sing to the grapes.
We're going to sing harder this time.
You don't have any persona left. How can you sing harder?
With great determination.
Hmm.
All right. Let's see.
We got a game over on the last sing roll. So now we're back in it. We have all of our hearts back.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay, no, Artha. Wow.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, the grapevines flourished. They looked they did look dead before,
Mhm.
but now you see them. They've sprouted their first leaves for the spring.
I think this is the perfect point for me to change my instinct. I'm going to change it from when I get mad, smoke opium to when I get mad, sing at the top of my lungs. Or sing my heart out.
I like Sing My Heart Out. That's a good one. I think that's
Yeah.
better than At the Top of My Lungs, really.
Yeah, I agree because it's more emotional than just like yelling.
Nice. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Perfect.
After you're sitting there, like you notice like some of the some of the workmen come outside, you know, stop their work while you sing, just because
Hmm.
it's so amazing.
Hmm.
But they get back to work. Mr. Carmichael comes out and says, "All right, you guys stop slacking around. Get back to work. We gotta get this place built before the wine tasting season begins. Come on!" And like you hear like him like pounding boards together,
Hmm.
get them back to work. And Adi is like, "Oh, that was amazing, Estevan. But now, I'm afraid I'm tired. I can't sing anymore today."
And I like get almost sad. No, like I full stop, like just start crying that we can't sing anymore today. Okay,
So I gotta take it. I gotta take it easy until I have the baby.
okay,
She like
that makes sense.
pinches your cheek a little bit because she's like basically mothering you.
Hmm.
Oh, come on, we'll go back to the diner and we'll have some hot cocoa.
Okay,
Okay.
like maybe
So,
I don't really want that. I'm just like getting images in my head of just like going to people's farms, like they're not even like maybe they're fallow this year or something like that, and then I'm just singing just without the town singer, and like I'm just singing Katy Perry outside in their farm.
Oh, that's terrible and amazing at the same
it,
time.
And just like by now it's like the sun has set, we really should be going home. Like she's both tired and like we have no more time in the day to do this, but it's just like midnight and like I'm singing fireworks and just
I mean, do you have the self control to not do this crazy thing?
I don't think I'm mad right now is the thing.
Okay.
So like I think we can I
Only
maybe
lose control.
mhm.
Interesting.
Like
Okay.
maybe when I'm sad I like because when we were at Ashland's place, when I was sad, I like shrunk and kind of like got reserved. So maybe when I'm sad, I just like don't do very much, and I just kind of like wait for people to comfort me or whatever. But when I'm mad, I have to do something about it, whether that's breaking things, smoking opium, singing my heart out.
Makes sense to me.
Hmm. So let's go cry at the diner and have hot cocoa and talk about singing some more.
Yeah. So eventually, her husband comes in and you guys all talk.
Hmm.
But it's a nice time.
Hmm.
Uh, so
I just can't stop talking about how much I loved doing it the entire time, and I'm just, yeah.
you fit everyone's beliefs. Um, so Ashlyn, while you're like after you're done listening to um, Esteban sing to your plants,
Hmm.
you go inside and you'll take off your boots and see there's a little tiny pair of boots next to your boot holder, whatever it is.
Like how tiny?
Like half an inch tall. Yep.
That's really tiny. Hello? Did somebody leave doll shoes here? Uncle Bish, are you home? She's gonna go
You
look.
hear Uncle Bish from his room. Oh, I'm awake.
Oh. Oh, are you doing better after seeing the doctor?
Yes, I am.
So yeah,
I'm still
she's.
tired. I'm still tired.
Oh, well, I guess that's not surprising. Well, I was gonna make dinner if there was anything you wanted me to make.
Let's have lamb chops.
Okay. I don't think
Right,
I've
so you
made
go
those
into the
before.
kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have lamb. I got some when I was in town. So you go into the kitchen, and there's like this tiny little shirt on the kitchen table. It's a red tunic.
This
Maybe
is weird.
like an inch and a half long.
This is pretty strange. Uncle Bish?
What's wrong? You've really never seen lamb before?
No, it's
You hear him getting
it's just it. Did you also get a doll while you were in town?
a doll. No.
Seems like there's just doll
He's
clothes.
walking.
Mm-hmm.
So Jinx drops from the ceiling and grabs the doll shirt and chitters at you, and he climbs back into the ceiling with it.
Is it? I mean, would it fit a monkey?
No.
I feel. Yeah, I was like, that feels like it's too small for the monkey even. Jinx? She's gonna like look. She's gonna try to. I don't know if follow the monkey is the right thing, but just try to figure out where he's going with these things.
So Ned said he has like this hole in the ceiling he goes in.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes in there. He has some kind of nest up there. In between the floorboards.
Can I like get on a stool and like look inside?
It's like trying to see through a knot in a board, right? Like, I think it's a little bit bigger than that, but like it's still like you can't see in there, and it's almost completely dark. And Jinx like obviously doesn't like you
Mm-hmm.
sticking your head in this hole. He like gets very agitated, and makes a lot of noise. And
I'm sorry.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
he attacks you.
I mean, I'll back away. I won't like press it, you know.
You're like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right.
yeah, he's like doesn't like it.
I guess I'll leave that as a mystery and then go make some lamb.
Yeah, you make some lamb. Okay. I don't have any more plans for tonight.
I'm all right with wrapping up a little early. We're not too terribly early, and we got through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel
Everything
like that
went
makes
pretty
sense.
well. Oh, there's one more thing. I forgot.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not really important, though.
It's as important as you want it to be.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
Well, remember at the beginning, there was a consequence for Ashlyn being found in the watchtower.
Yeah.
Ah.
She hasn't really had any consequence from that. The problem is, like, I'm not sure there are any serious consequences.
I mean, I got hurt. That was
Like,
pretty a consequence, and maybe it's like
That was a
if
yeah.
it happens again, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, like I see him. I see Mr. Carmichael coming and like asking you to please stay off his property
Hmm.
while it's under construction,
Hmm.
at least, so he's not liable.
Hmm.
Right.
But other than that, like I don't see I don't see it being a huge issue of contention.
Hmm.
Okay.
Does the audience see Bastion Carmichael finding out that there was somebody trespassing in the clock tower?
Yeah, sure. They see that, and they'll see like him being told by his workers, descriptions like, "I know who that is. I had dinner with them. Well,
Mm-hmm.
they're not that bad person. Let's go talk to them like reasonable people."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you have
Hmm.
reasonable people talk, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that's it.
Perfect.
All right. So I think everyone got persona for their beliefs. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't. I would give you more chances to get persona for your beliefs,
Hmm.
Yeah,
right?
I think we did all get persona there. So I mean, yeah. Let's see. Um,
I actually wasn't expecting to get persona for my first one. I thought that was going to be like a Fate Farm belief, but I feel like replacing opium with singing and like getting addicted to singing is conquering anger for sure, because
Yeah,
singing
man.
is just gonna make you have a sexy gravelly voice by the time you're 40.
That was like meaningful shit that happened tonight.
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Let's see. I don't think that any of my instincts made my life more difficult. Well, actually, no, because
Well,
I tried to equate trying to get that snow to my pick wildflowers and berries instinct, but I don't know if that's pushing it.
yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, so that's
You
a
can
fate
vote
there.
for that.
Um, who actually said the thing that made you die of laughter?
I think that was Golden that said that,
Okay,
because he was
your
like,
NPCs all get a fate
"Yep." Hmm.
for sure, every single one of them.
Hmm.
So I think Adam
Nice.
also gets Moldbreaker.
I was just looking for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Definitely against Mudbreaker.
Mm-hmm. And
I feel like you're trying a new direction for your character.
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was your intent coming to this session, but it certainly felt like you're playing him differently,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
or things happened that made him act differently.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
We've gotten
agree.
to see Esteban grow up
Yeah, take
over time.
Mudbreaker. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think any of my other instincts came into play. I don't think any of my traits made my life. Well, my Curse of the Night Wolf. I think I really kind of embraced that, and it definitely had some interesting consequences as a
Yeah. Okay.
result.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to have adorable wolf puppies show up from time
I
to time.
know. My faithful didn't really help or even affect the story. It just kind of
They'll
failed.
eventually turn into a terrifying supernatural wolf monster.
I just gotta make sure that I
They're all
keep
cute
it
when
to
they're
heal.
babies.
I
Hmm.
just gotta learn to love my wolf pup. It's fine.
Hmm.
Um, okay. And I think that's it for me. I don't think I got anything else.
So another thing about the instincts that I had, I have one instinct that's never be the first to give up on a relationship. And I've definitely just like shut down my relationship with my parents. I actually gave up on a couple of relationships.
But the question is, did they give up on you first?
I don't think they did. I think they kept me at a distance, but they weren't like, we're done with this forever.
Mm.
It was more like I was like, you set fire to Ashland's house. And you treat me like I'm like Esteban.
I mean, the problem with like emotions like that is that if it didn't matter to you, you wouldn't be so angry.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, as much as we tell ourselves, you know, we don't really care. The depth of emotions that we're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Also, I like the thing that
think-
you did where
Yeah.
you were like having me make tests against my own anger.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. I give you props for that. You get GM deeds for that. Unfortunately, GM deeds aren't very good because they're not a currency within this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. I mean, you said you wanted to struggle internally, so
Mm-hmm.
I had to recognize that struggle somehow.
You did it.
It was good. It was good.
I wish I had some fate aspects to compel on you.
Mm-hmm.
I keep going to your instincts. I'm like, can I compel that influence here?
I mean,
Yep.
That'd be nice.
kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's kind of what I end up doing, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up Artha. So we can have a nice lengthy outro.
I actually need to look at my traits some more.
Oh, you didn't go through those? Sorry.
No. I looked through my instincts and I don't think I got fate for any of them because like so much of that is breaking like two of those instincts.
Yeah.
And the other one I didn't put into play
Yeah.
very much.
You broke them.
Mm-hmm. The instincts are broken.
You broke them. They're all over the floor now.
I think I might take fate for Crybaby because I feel like that pushed the story in like a sentimental direction when we were at Ashland's house, and there was
Sure, I like that.
the nighttime and the fireplace, and we were all there together and stuff like that.
Didn't advance the plot, but it made it more emotional
I think so too.
and gave it more emotional resonance. Yeah, totally.
And I'm not seeing the same for any of the other ones. Maybe Odd. But I'm not particularly sure where Odd comes up.
Nah, not really.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take one fate for Crybaby, and then we'll be good.
Okay,
Delicious.
Cool. Also, did you get any fate tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, 2 fate. Okay.
2 fate, 3 persona.
Mm-hmm.
I need to play up some of my traits more and get myself in trouble with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also,
yeah, you definitely could have gotten more trouble.
I could have been more stubborn. I could have taken more opportunities.
I want to make a point about something and like talk it over with you guys real quick. On the series of sing rolls, I only took one routine advancement for that because I've read in the book at one point that if you make a series of tests, like if you're in fight or something,
Yeah.
though I think it's similar here because the consequences of failure were very similar and the intents were all very similar. So I'm just taking one.
I think that's
for
reasonable.
that series of sing. Yeah.
I think you should take one for each because it's like giving you practice. And each of those
I won't
like
complain.
each of those scenarios were basically me trolling you, right? Like I'm gonna put you in situations you're not gonna be comfortable
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty fair.
in and see if you can still sing. There was no mechanical way for me to represent that,
Mhm.
Hmm.
but I was fishing as a GM, so I think that you should get tests for that. It wasn't just meaningless, let's grind out some rolls. It was.
Yeah.
I had a plan for those, so I think you should get rewards.
Mhm.
Cool.
I think that like that's like very sound logic and makes total sense. But I think like also in like fight and duel of wits and stuff like that, you might be making the same roll a bunch of times. But it's also like important in there as well. I don't know. It's hard
I mean, it
to
depends,
say.
right? Like,
Yeah.
it eventually gets to a point where you're just rolling dice, and at that point, it's a series of rolls. You shouldn't have
But
to
at the same
choose.
time, I think
But
there were
even
different
in a
things
fight,
on the line here, so you couldn't just let it ride, you know?
right?
They were similar, but they each had unique consequences even though they were similar intents with similar consequences, but decidedly different ones.
Okay.
Like the roll, it's almost like the roll wasn't the actual conflict. The actual conflict was internal
Hmm.
to your character,
Okay.
and the
I'll take
roll
the
was just a mechanism.
I will take the 4 routine tests for sure.
Yeah, I do dirty gem tricks. Let's just put it that way.
That's okay. Dirty GM tricks give me
Give you
four
lots of.
routine
Yeah,
tests.
Hey, it's good.
And I feel like that makes sense too because it's like it's my first time going around and doing gigs with the town singer. So it's like
Hmm.
you get to be around this extremely like magically skillful singer
Hmm.
and they're just going to dump all of their expertise into you and you're just going to watch them and you're going to notice cool things they do with their voice. Yeah.
All right, cool.
yeah. Like
Hmm.
you probably have heard her sing, but I don't know if you ever sat down before and
Right.
studied.
You got
But yeah,
just a bunch of Arthur right there.
Hmm.
It's good though. All right, now we can go to some outros.
Yeah.
Adam, why don't you start? Tell us a bit about yourself and your face, and
My face is very smooth. I shaved yesterday. It's good.
it's good.
Um, Hi, I'm Dark Lavender Void. I'm making a game called Mortally Bankrupt about reality TV stars who make cool stuff in a weird neighborhood and are watched by eldritch horrors. And hopefully, we will get to actually playing this game very soon. I'm getting really close. I just have to make the action rolls work and put in a faction drop down menu into the sheets, and then we can start playtesting again, whoever we
Nice.
is. Uh, Also, I just do
mm-hmm.
so much stuff because 2017 has been a year of learning a whole bunch of different skills like music, graphic design, or motion graphic design, games like usual. It's just I feel like a different person with how many different things I know now. That's me.
That's fantastic.
Hmm.
The
And
mind
our
is blossoming.
illustrious GM, Golden. I know you do a lot of things.
Hey, I'm super happy. I didn't have to pay $20 to just have my webcam work tonight. So yeah. Yeah, my website, my internet service is down. I'm not gonna fix it for like a week, so I'm like, no. Um, I also have Jar of Hearts stuck in my head all day. That's kind of weird. But other than that, yeah, I stream role playing games on Twitch. We're kind of doing one shots until the New Year's on my Sunday night channel, and actually that's about it right now. My work schedule has become random. Like I don't know what days I'm going to work, so I I really am in like this situation where I can't have like a steady schedule for anything. You know, it's weird.
That
But
sucks.
Fridays, I'm probably not going to work Fridays too often. And
Whew.
next week, this week, I don't know what we're going to do for a one shot. I think one of the other players said they wanted to do something, but I don't know if they actually found players. But next week, I'm going to run my favorite RPG in the entire world, Tokyo Brain Pop. And it's going to be great. Need more games like that.
Totally. Awesome. And I'm Kelsa. This is my channel. You can find it either on Twitch or YouTube, whichever one you're watching. You can find it on the other, the same /Kelsa Delphi. Remember to like and follow. Do the things. Gotta do the things. I also stream on other people's channels role-playing games, such as tomorrow I'm going to be over on AB Gaming Reels channel. We are playing D&D, and I am a fat elf who is a bard, and I really enjoy playing that character a lot. So if you want some classic D&D, you can check that out every Saturday evening at 5 p.m. Pacific. And for Wednesdays, that's the day of the week, over on Lilypad Nebula's channel, we're playing Open Legend, and it is pretty cool. I am a owl cat who is also a cop who may or may not have fallen to her death.
So you got 9 lives.
Yeah, I got 9 lives. This could be fine. Also, my magic changed drastically. So, that's pretty exciting. I don't even know what's going on. So, tune in and find out with me next time. I've got some new stuff coming up in the new year, which I will talk about more as I get closer to it. You can also follow me on Twitter at Kelsa. Then you would have known all about how hyped I was for Twilight Imperium 4th edition. I may talk about that tomorrow. That's pretty much me. It's pretty much these guys. I'm gonna kick it back over to the music for a few minutes, and then I think I'm gonna host good friend Sofang. He's actually playing Stardew Valley, so I think that's pretty appropriate. And he also plays D&D on Saturdays with me. So let me just kick over the music, bring that on up.